Macho John Madden on my balcony in my new apartment, my first night spent in my new apartment in Veracruz in the marina section, just 2 blocks away from the beach. Now, there is a view of the beach when you're down on the ground there. My new landlord, Victor, says he's trying to get permission from the neighbor to chop down that tree. Now, I'm a lover of trees, but when he said, well, then you'll have a view of the beach from your balcony, I think that's great. Not going to count on that getting done, but it's a wonderful, regular person's Mexican apartment. It's all concrete. Everything is concrete, pretty much. And similar to most of Mexico, where the individual is mostly free from government intervention compared with the U.S., where the government tries to legislate how fast you drive your car, and whether you smoke cigarettes, and whether your dog is on a leash, and all that stuff. Government in Mexico, regardless of what laws are on the book, mostly doesn't mess with the individual around things like that, but also doesn't provide services that people are used to expecting. Do you see that white tank there? Very few Mexicans are hooked up to central water lines. No. You buy your water from a guy who comes around in a truck and pumps it up to that tank at the top of your house. That's what it's like on this apartment. I can't see it from this angle, but that is the deal. And it flows down into the faucets and stuff. And whether you have hot water depends on how much sun has been hitting that tank. The hot water tap usually just never has any function. So I love my new place. It's hot. I mostly knew Veracruz in January and February when it was not hot. This is May now, and it is quite hot and humid, and I've not needed my sheets. I went to the Chedraui store and I was supposed to get an blow-up air mattress that would come up to about here, and really in many ways impersonated a bed. I couldn't find that, and I got a camping pad, which almost keeps me from feeling the concrete underneath it. I've slid my sheets underneath the middle part, which helps a little bit. Yeah, like that. So that's my apartment. I've got my new, technically a dress that I bought at a little stand in the marketplace for, it was 120 pesos. It was cheap. But it looks like an African print. It's the most beautiful shirt I've ever had. And I tend not to care what gender is supposed to get the clothes. Does it fit and do I like it? And I thought the women would be crazy about this, but no woman ever commented on it yesterday. The only people who commented were guys who were appreciative. They got really big eyes, because guys wear such boring shirts generally in Mexico. One guy said spectacular, oh my God. So no guy seems to disapprove of it. And I'm considering it an empathy exercise, because I am hoping, picturing, fantasizing, having encounters with women who similarly are wearing a dress with no underwear underneath. And I want to walk a mile in their lack of panties just to know what their experience, because it's important, you know, you want to put yourself in their undies. Or, like, I don't know, I'm going to quit working that one. And we're under 5 minutes, probably a good time to, my feet hurt like crazy still. 3 nights ago now, I was robbed on the beach and had to walk all night in shoes that don't agree with me. My feet are a wreck still. And down there's little saucers down there. See that? Have you ever tried using a tortilla as a frisbee? I don't like tortillas, and I find they're much more, really, I think karmically, what their destination, their destiny is to be frisbees, and they've covered a lot of territory. I once skimmed one over the top. It bounced on the hair of an unruly waitress who needed a wake-up call. And everybody in the restaurant thought it was really hysterical, and she just, typically did not find humor in it. But she remembers it, and I remember because I've taught other servers or friends that the appropriate response to me is to go, "No, John," because I provoked that response in her a lot. Affectionately, I think there's affection in it. Okay, bye.